We'll see him, like he said, in just a few minutes. And although it's only early February, maple syrup season is underway in our region tonight.
But as exciting as that is for local farmers to begin the season this year, it's concerning as well, as consistently warmer winters pose an existential threat to the industry. It's a busy day at Triple Creek Maple in Cranesville. For the first time this year, owner Gary Bielek is boiling syrup. He can't help but be excited.
It's kind of a special day when you finally get a chance to get everything put together and we get a chance to harvest some maple syrup.
But an early February harvest is unusual, weeks, even a month ahead of schedule.
It's as early as we've ever tapped.
In years past, February was often our coldest month. Now temperatures can reach 50 degrees and the sun shines for days in a row.
Even if we had this time of year had this warm spell, normally we'd be saying we're going to get cold next week and we'll be frozen for 2 or 3 weeks yet. There's no reason to tap. Well, that's not true anymore.
That leaves farmers guessing, trying to time their taps in an ever-shortening window. Syrup production depends on cold nights and warm days. As each day warms up, the sap rises through the tree and flows out of taps like this one. Then, as the day cools off at night, the sap sinks back down before the cycle repeats. In recent years, warm days like this one haven't been a problem. The cold nights, though, have been harder to come by.
At this point, they are freezing. We're fine. But the fear is that as we go into next month, we're not going to have the freezing nights, and we're going to have a very short season.
So as the season gets underway, Bielek has an eye on the future. Ever the scientist, the retired teacher sees temperatures trending warmer and knows it's a potential problem in years to come.
I'm really concerned that for the future of maple in this area. Now, I'm not by any means saying we're going to be out of business in the next 5 or 10 years, but if we're talking 25 or 30 years, it's possible.
All right, this isn't just a one-year thing. It's not just, oh, this year's warmer than usual. That wouldn't be alarming. That's a one-year fluke. But you can trace the trends of warmer winters. That becomes a big problem. Maple syrup obviously is a big economic driver. Here in Pennsylvania, we're the 7th largest maple producer in the U.S. That becomes a big issue if all of a sudden that's wiped out because of warmer winters and not getting that window that you need to make maple syrup.
Wow, and there are a lot of maple syrup producers in our region.
We have a ton of them in our region. It's a big thing. And so, fingers crossed that this is able to be reversed, because otherwise that's a huge problem. And you think for fruit farmers as well, if those trees bud too early because it's warm, one cold day, all of a sudden you could lose an entire crop.
Livelihood at stake for sure. Ethan, thanks for that report.